I'm Nicola Pollard. I'm Artistic Director of Up the Road Theatre and Director of Bardolph's Box.
Oh, hail, Angelo, hail to thee, Duke of the Isle. Oh, hail, Angelo, hail to thee.
Bardolph's Box is an introduction to Shakespeare's stories for 8 to 12-year-olds and their families. It's a new show. It's been devised by myself and my company, and we're touring for about 3 weeks in the Merseyside area.
Oh, hail, Angelo, hail to thee, Duke of the Isle.
So our hero is Bardolph, who's loosely inspired by the Bardolph in Merry Wives of Windsor, Henry V and Henry IV. And he finds himself on this island out in the middle of some ocean somewhere, and he has to save the island from a rather nasty duke, and he gets interrupted by a lot of Shakespeare characters along the way. For example, Rosalind and Orlando pop up, the two Dromios from the Comedy of Errors pitch up, Prince Hal, various characters that maybe need a listening ear or a helping hand, and Bardolph and his box can help them out and then send them on their way, and then it's down to him to save the island and sort everything out.
This is incredible, what a brilliant find!
So, okay, when's it started and where's it going?
We open on March the 1st here at Unity Theatre at 6 p.m, and then we're doing places in Wigan and Cheshire and some libraries. We're doing Liverpool Central Library for one, and then we're doing 2 weeks down in Kent because that's where the company's based, and then we're back on the 30th of March until the 3rd of April, a bit more up in the area, finishing at St Helens on the 3rd of April.
Bardolph, good heart, the time is now. To save us only you know how.
And so our website address is uptheroadtheatre.co.uk, and we've got a Facebook page and a Twitter feed as well.
It's the opening night and they're lighting the lights. The orchestra is tuning to make sure they sound right. It's time to start our show tonight.
Unsung, it's a new play from Donna Fest, which is internationally renowned disability and deaf arts festival based in Liverpool, and Turf Love, who are known for beating Berlusconi, which was at the Everyman last year. And it's a play all about a forgotten Liverpool hero by the name of Edward Rushton. And this guy we featured at our last festival, which was in 2014, and he's unbelievable basically. Like, he was a slavery abolitionist. When he was a young child, he actually went to work on the slave ships in the Dominican Republic and all over the world basically, and he was shocked with the treatment of the slaves, and he tried to bring food to them and help them out, and he actually contracted ophthalmia from the slaves, and he returned to Liverpool as a blind person and became an absolutely implicable opponent of slavery. And a champion for human rights as well, and he fought for disability rights, women's rights, everything, in a time where no one else was doing that sort of thing. He was way ahead of his time basically, but we were absolutely shocked that you say his name and no one knows who he is, so we wanted to do something to bring him back. So leading on from what we had at the last festival, which was a few exhibitions, and we had a service to remember him at the cathedral, because his grave at the cathedral, he's just a footnote at the bottom of his son's grave, which is ridiculous. So leading on from that, we're having a full-scale production here at the Everyman, which basically chronicles his life from starting off on the slave ships, where he was actually saved from drowning by a young freed slave who he befriended called Kwamina. And it leads on from that up to where he developed his rebellious spirit and the spirit that a lot of Liverpoolians now still have. And we hope that, I think, by people coming to see this play, they'll realise that, they have the power as well to kind of follow in his footsteps almost, in terms of fighting against what's wrong.
I think that, as the title suggests, Unsung, I think in history there's people who've made such big differences. Some people only maybe small contributions, but I mean Rushton's was massive. But in many ways, other people who are who've attracted the limelight have taken the what would be the word, have taken the credit for things that he has done in the past. So I think that was what really interested me, in the fact that this man did an awful lot for, not only for Liverpool, for blind people, for abolitionism, which was against the slave trade, but he wanted unions to be formed. He was worried about Irish Catholics, he actually was a humanitarian, and I think, as the name suggests, that he, somewhere along the line, what he did in history has been sort of dumbed down, and that's what appealed to me, because I think in life there's a lot of people who do things and don't get the credit for it.
I was offered it.
Oh, really?
And therefore I don't get that much work as a totally blind actor. I was given a copy of the script in Braille to read, and it's a very good play, and was pleased and surprised to be offered the part of Edward Rushton as an older man. There is also an Edward Rushton as a younger man, played by a sighted actor.
John, who plays Rushton, is blind, so he doesn't make direct eye contact with me. Also, I suppose we're just starting to explore the script now, in terms of that I'm a bit of a harridan in some ways, but I can also make faces behind his back that he can't actually see, and that in real life somebody would go, "Hey, don't do that to me. What are you doing?" So I'm just starting to explore that a little bit, But he's also he's decided to go ahead with an eye operation, and the play is set on the day that he's decided to go ahead with that, and he hasn't told his wife that he's going to do that. So there's quite a bit of tension at the start of the play when I found out from someone else that that's what he's intending to do. And the operation will be in his bookshop. There's no hospitals. There's no no antibiotics. There's no So it's really interesting to put yourself back in sort of 1800s, how different it was then.
Well, the Liverpool connection is going to attract people. The central character is a Liverpool man himself, a poet and anti-slavery campaigner, and he's someone, as the name would suggest, as the title of the play would suggest, that is not known about. I knew absolutely nothing about him previously. As a blind man, you do tend to know about other blind people in history who have perhaps been a little bit famous, but this man, totally unsung. Apparently he is known to specialist Liverpool historians, but generally not at all.
I think people should come and see this play because it is about the life of somebody who was so instrumental, not only in Liverpool, but in world politics and trying to change things. And I think a lot of the time now we only think about ourselves, and he was one of, he didn't just think about himself and his place in the world. He thought about, everyone's place and everyone having equal rights, the rights of man, and only other men can change those rights of people, and it has to happen from within, and I think theatrically it's going to be really interesting because it plays around with time, so there's a bit of a history thing there, but at the end of it, it's about a life of a man and a struggle, to do the right thing.
Right, so the play's on from Wednesday the 9th of March until Saturday 12th of March. And we've got audio described performances, all performances are captioned. We're going to have a British Sign Language interpreted performance as well.
And so how can people find that information? On your website, on the Everyman website?
Yeah, if you go to the DaDaFest website, which is dadafest.co.uk, or if you go to everymanplayhouse.com, you can find out more and book tickets on there.
Don't blame it on the sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, blame it on the boogie. Don't blame it on the sunshine.
Sean, alright, you ready for my exclusive interview?
Ready.
Alright.
Why would why do I have to? Why does Top Joe have to be in this?
Because I've only got the one mic. That's what I've got.
But this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, it's my night.
No. Let's just make this clear. It's not your night.
Alright, Gav's feeling a bit sensitive,
I'm not sensitive
at the moment
I'm not
because
sensitive.
I guess he's preparing.
I'm fully
assisting.
prepared. I'm fully prepared. This is Funny Looking presents.
Looking Funny presents. Alright guys, my name's Gav Cross. I'm the host and presenter of...
You put there, Gav Cross, just
yeah,
there.
just here.
And here, Top Joe.
Yeah, alright guys, welcome. I'm Top Joe, presenter. This is my night, Funny Looking presents. Gav, would you mind going out for a minute?
No, I do mind. Hello, welcome. Again, this is Funny Looking Presents. I mean, I'm a collectivist. In a sense, we are one together. But if it's anybody's night, it's my night. And Top Joe here is here to help me. We've got a good night ahead. We've got, again, Sam Fletcher.
Yeah.
Sam Fletcher.
Who's that?
Tonight. He's Foster's Edinburgh Comedy Award nominated for Best Newcomer.
Ed Fringe.
Who?
With Ed Fringe.
No, at the Ed Fringe, Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Foster's.
And he's bringing that show, the best bits of his show is here tonight. And you missed it. And then we're going to do a chat show. We do a chat show afterwards.
Do you mind if I don't talk for that?
That would be absolutely fantastic.
All right, okay.
Your job is
if I take a vow of silence.
Just to take the microphone. Your job is to take the microphone round to the audience, and that's what happens. Right. You get a ticket to see the gig, and you get a ticket for the chat show or the podcast, and you can listen to that afterwards. So I'm going to go and carry on setting up. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, thanks for your time, Gav. Hope we have a good gig tonight. What time are you on?
It was 7:30, first Thursday of the month, 81 Renshaw Street. Chris Coltrane next month, an hour of Tory smashing comedy.
Is he the one who got arrested?
I think he's been arrested, yeah, but I don't let that put you off. He got arrested for, he's like the good arrested, not the bad arrested.
Stuff on his computer?
No. Don't put that in.
Hello, my name's Sam Fletcher. I'm here in Liverpool to do an hour of material. Yeah, it's a show. It is a show, but it's kind of a combination of lots of things. So I'm calling it an hour. Yeah, so I've been doing stand-up for about 5 years now. My first Edinburgh show was nominated for Best Newcomer, and then I've been working, doing other things as well as stand-up. So I've been doing a few TV shows and things as an actor, but my love is really for doing live stuff.
Is it rolling?
Yeah, Gav's gone as well.
Gav's gone. All right, guys. Top Joe for BTV. Welcome to my show. All right, guys. Tonight I'm very pleased to announce. Basically, I've commissioned a friend of mine, Anthony Gomez, to make a piñata of Gav Cross. Later on we'll be, beating this to, exercise some cough sweets from his belly. This is to exercise the demons. I felt a bit of antagonism towards me last week from Gav, last month. So, no, but I don't wish anyone. Basically, we'll be hanging this effigy up from a light fitting, and that's been commissioned by a contact of mine, Anthony Gomez, who's he's basically he's a second generation Mexican living in Chester. All right, he's the next best thing to Anthony Gormley that I could find for the price. Danny find his fee, negotiated. He was like a middleman. It's quite complicated, Sean, but
Does your show have a name, and what's it about?
Yes, it does have a name. It's called Daft Work. sort of like I've written it like Kraftwerk, and it took a bit of time because I was wondering whether to put an umlaut on it, but I've decided just to go for an E instead of a W. No, sorry, an O for work. So yeah, and because it's kind of a work in progress, I've also called it a work in progress. So pretty pleased with that.
Also tonight, I'll just be demonstrating the CAM KHM 1000 haze machine. It's the latest in pyrotechnic technology from the Canton province. Basically, it's a haze machine. You know, I'd say the difference between a haze machine and a smoke machine is like, you know, smoke is like basically shock and awe, all right? But haze machine is like, it's a bit more French, you know, it's creating an ambience, you know. I've filled it with antifreeze for tonight.
I'm a bit concerned about the antifreeze, really, so I mean,
yeah.
You know, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's fine, it's got the lion mark on it. It's, you know, suitable for children, so it should be all right, you know. And it's quite cold out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to about playing in this intimate venue?
Well, what's quite nice about it is I've seen what it is in the daytime, which is a garage. And so there was a car here, which I can't now erase from my memory. So when I'm doing the gig, I'll be like, no, this is just someone's garage. This is a garage. And you also walk past some washing machines to get in, to come into the venue, which, you know.
So this is your first time in a garage?
First time in a garage? Well, no, it's not my first time in a garage.
Well, no, first time performing in a garage.
Performing in a garage, yeah. Yeah, well, performing in a garage to people, I'm sure I may have just done some spoken word poetry or something. I don't know. Maybe I have.
Cool. So for the future, have you got any more performances in garages lined up, or?
Yeah, I'm doing a garage tour. If anyone's got any garages they can offer, that'd be great. Depending on how this goes.
Are you excited about tonight as well, the guests and everything?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, we got Ed Fringe tonight. He's performing with Sam Fletcher. They've been drinking Fosters on the train in Edinburgh.
Cool. Who's Ed Fringe?
He's a newcomer to Edinburgh, and he's friends with Sam Fletcher.
Great. Okay.
You alright? Where do I look?
If you look into the lens, that'd be awesome.
That bit or that bit?
This bit here.
That bit?
That bit here, yeah.
Cool. But that looks like an eye. Hello.
I saw you last week. Who are you then? So.
Me, I'm Terry Arras, the greatest poet in Liverpool. So, the world, obviously. And I'm here tonight to peddle me wares, speak truth, me poetry anthology. Other poets, poetry. I write poetry, mate. Go on, hit me with your questions and I'll knock them away like I'm playing tennis.
Alright, so what are you doing this night? Just in poetry in this?
Yeah, I want to do some serious poetry because they're doing all this comedy and that, but it needs high culture in order to separate it. Otherwise, what have you got? Nonsense. It's not got any artistic quality to it whatsoever.
Okay, what do you define as artistic quality?
Me. Next question.
Okay, what's your second choice for artistic quality?
For artistic quality, the theatre. But first, yeah, the theatre. Yeah, I like the theatre. Do you like the theatre? You ever seen Stags and Hens, mate?
No.
Nah.
Should I?
Nah, shit. Nah, am I allowed to swear?
No.
Because I use swearing as punctuation. This is going to be difficult. Right, this is called Cheshire Oaks. Bay TV, this is coming for you from the streets. Cheshire Oaks is for old folks who want no dreams, just half-price jeans. Do you know where Cheshire Oaks is?
Yeah, I know.
It's like an outlet park. You can get cheap jeans. That's what the poem was about.
That's so real. That's so true to life as well.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, people, they consumerism, they just want to buy, growth, capitalism, all that. No, sit back, get some dreams, and then maybe go and buy your half-price jeans.
Have you ever performed that in the Cheshire Oaks car park at all?
No, I haven't. No. Cheshire Oaks is good, you know.
Yeah.
But still, get the dreams before it.
The what? Dreamies?
Dreams. You know, you have dreams and goals and that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You met Top Joe?
Yeah.
That has to be enough now. Sorry, we've got a gig to do. You're very welcome. Find out about us on the website, but that has to be enough now because we need to start.
To Brookside. Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? with silver bells and cockle shells growing up through your patio. Cold shit tonight and maybe some comedy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are live here at 81 Renshaw Street for Funny Looking Live.
Can I send out a shout out, Sean?
Yep.
Is that alright? Quick shout out. I'd just like to send a shout out to Jimmy Burns, Jimmy Wintle, Jimmy Brampton, Jimmy Taylor, Jimmy Douglas, Jimmy Stevens, Jimmy Rogan, Jimmy Frisco, Jimmy Hesco, Jimmy Africo, Jimmy Twiglet, Jimmy Fingerface, Jimmy Talakovsky, Jimmy J Turnbull, Jimmy Smokes, Jimmy Brisket, Jimmy Fogarty, and Dave, and Adam Young. Also, he's my manager in Leeds. He was born on the 1st of September 1983, and he's a Virgo. He lives with Joe from Wrexham.
Great poetry, by the way. Great poetry.
Thank you, thank you.